Quite a bit of sunshine overhead this morning. We do have a few fair weather clouds starting to develop, mainly just because, well, it's getting on the warmer side of things and we've got a lot of air trying to rise. Live views from across the region, and you can see some of those fair weather clouds there in Mount Vernon looking back towards the east. The farther east you go, the more clouds you will run into. We do have a few out across parts of southeast Missouri and even into far southwest Illinois, but a lot more sunshine in some of those areas. And you can see the temperature difference across the area as well. Poplar Bluff already at 87 degrees. Meanwhile, 83 across southern Illinois. We've got Carbondale, Harrisburg, Mount Vernon all at 83, Paducah at 83, Cape at 85 degrees. Just to our east where you start seeing some of that green color, that's temperatures back into the 70s. So it is a little cooler because there's more clouds just off to our east. Overall, mostly sunny skies will stick around through this afternoon, and while a stray shower can't entirely be ruled out, the chance of rain overall is very low, and I've kept it out of our forecast for today. It is going to start warming back up. Now, the humidity levels not too bad this afternoon. We're talking dew points upper 50s, lower 60s. By the weekend, well, things really start to change. So far, the month of June is actually running about 1.5 degrees cooler than average, but we're talking temperatures into the low to mid 90s on Saturday and then mid to upper 90s in a few spots on Sunday. And you factor in extremely high humidity, and we're talking about heat index values Sunday afternoon for the first time this season, possibly in the triple digits. So the heat is really getting ready to turn up a notch here as we head into Saturday and Sunday. Now, there are some storms on the way, but it does not look like a drought-busting rain for much of our region. So keep that in mind. Area of low pressure has been the dominant weather feature for much of this week. It is starting to move away from us and track up the east coast. High pressure building in from the west. We've got that north wind around, and once again, keeping the humidity at least tolerable for this time of year. Heading into this afternoon, most of us, at least into Illinois, are going to be back in the mid to upper 80s, some 90s possible into southeast Missouri later today. Things will remain fairly quiet with that north breeze around, but we look ahead to Saturday afternoon and the south winds start to kick in. That south wind is a key there because it does start to increase the humidity. Moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, low to mid 90s. Our first chance for a few showers will arrive first thing on Sunday morning. There's going to be some storms that develop late Saturday night to our north. Now, there's a lot of uncertainty on how far south those will make it, but then we've got another cold front that's going to drop in Sunday afternoon. Out ahead of this front, mid to upper 90 actual temperatures, and we might start seeing a few more storms develop late in the day on Sunday. So Storm Prediction Center, southwest Illinois, southeast Missouri, level 1. Those are for the storms late tomorrow night, early Sunday morning. Again, a lot of uncertainty on how far south some of those storms will make it. Now we get into Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, a level 2, far southern Illinois, western Kentucky. If we see any storms develop along that cold front during the afternoon, some of those could be on the strong side. 96 Sunday afternoon, factor in the humidity, heat index values up to about 101 on average. We do have some change. Cold front moves through and it is going to bring some relief into the early part of next week. So at least the big heat that we're talking about this weekend is somewhat short-lived. By Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, highs are back in the upper 80s.
Well, at least it'll feel like a little bit of a cool down compared to that triple digits.
It's the first weekend of summer and it's going to feel like it.
All right, thanks, Nick.